did going through this near-death experience make you just want to get the Joe Budden battle out of the way just so you won't have to be, like, this is something you probably want to cross off the list,
To be honest,
right?
man, like, I ain't, Joe Budden's really a fan of mine.
Oh, yeah, he's made that clear, yeah.
He upset that he feel like my best friend won't put me out or put me, I said something to Ye one time. I was like, man, you gonna kill the music industry with this. He said, man, I'm trying to get us out the music industry. I said.
But that's unfortunate for somebody who's trying to get a bag off the music industry.
I got a bag off it, and you gotta think, man, any idea I wanna do, I got an investor that nobody has.
This is a good point.
Limitless. So if I want to do hotels, if I want to do philanthropy work, if I want to do anything I want to do, I can have 50 ideas. He could be like, I don't like all 49 of them, but this 50, call my accountant.
But even just the idea of you and Joe Budden
I would demolish Joe Budden, though. Just to be honest, like Joe Budden, I don't want to do no beats battle with Joe Budden. Look, I need to look you in the face on Smack stage, something like that. Tell him to set up. I had to have a ticket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to have a ticket.
But do you consider him an elite level
Yeah,
MC?
absolutely. That's why I know I destroy him. I studied Joe Budden. I already know. He don't know me though. He don't know how deep this. And then when I get into my feelings, like when I get into when Jesus' little nephew come out, he had been walked off the stage before. I didn't even know he was off the stage. Like, oh damn, bro, I was still going. Yeah.
Budden might be out of practice too. It's been a few years.
And that ain't just for Joe Budden. That's for any artist that think they can go with me. That's what I relish in the most. That's my purest essence. That's my chi. When I'm looking a man in his face and I'm giving him my intellect, I'm giving him my heart, soul, spirit. He ain't gonna. He got too much going on.
Do you think if you had become a battle rapper that you'd be a legend in that game?
Yeah, I would.
Because what you're describing really sounds like that skill set.
Yeah, I definitely had you got to be a performer as well on that stage. You just can't be a rapper. And I mean, I dim my light because I got too much light. I'm like Cyclops. If I took these off, this shit just burned down. So I have to keep my, I'm an X-Men, so I have to keep that's why I'm humble as the way I am, because I know my potential. I know them folks will kill me for what I know. You know what I'm saying? So I give you my little thoughts in black skinhead, little new slate. I'll give you a little bit, because if I gave you what I really knew, I tell people like, the feds would be at my door if I wrote a tell-all.
Really?
Absolutely. So I'm just grateful for where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been around million. I met Puffy when I was 13. I was in the club with Puffy when I was 13.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was around Wolf all in when I was a baby. So it's like I already been around this. I had Techno Marines when I was in the 8th grade, 9th grade, 2 Skytail Pages, a 78 Fleetwood, diamond in the back, sunroof top. My partner got a 6.4. You know what I'm saying? We used to, when I was with my OG, we couldn't even ride the rap. You know what I'm saying? You in the motherfucking $60,000 old school, you got Curtis Mayfield. You know what I'm saying? You can't even put rap on, you'll get Pumpkinhead.
That's hard.
So it's like, that's what I was grooming. So where I'm at now, I'm blessed.
A lot of mafia guys, though, they end up telling all, like, when they're old.
Yeah.
That kind of appeal to you? Like, you could write, like, this fire-ass book one day and just air out everything once most of the people are gone.
Because they did time, so they could talk about it after that.
This is true, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? None of my folks, by the grace of God, that's why they sharp, is they sharp.
Right.
And they made me sharp. So it's like I said, when I'm around bosses, when I'm around leaders, I understand what that ain't no difference than Kanye than being with a Meech. It ain't no different. They both think on the highest level. They both think creatively. They both are leaders of men. They all the same thing. It's just they would consider this illegal and this legal, but they have the same mindset. They have the same drive. They have the same, their schedules are the same. They both wake up 8 in the morning. They both got a chef. They both, you know what I mean, got security. It might be Secret Service or you got these dudes from the hood. It's the same thing. So it's like being around leaders of men, I've just learned that growing up. And then when I got with him, I just understood that he's trailblazing and people not gonna like it. You know, some people are, but it's what the mark that you leave and the minds that you open. And that's the biggest thing I'm glad to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? Just the history of it, because they got to write a new book of the Bible. Eventually, got to be one. It's going to be people in there. Just make sure you one of them.
That's a good point. Are you still pushing to, you have like a free Cyhi type campaign going? You have an album that you really want to put out?
Barcode. Well, I got a TV show I'm doing right now. It's like a podcast. It's like I would call it Tiny Desk / Living Color / Jimmy Kimmel vibes.
Really?
Yeah. I was bored, man. It was like quarantine. I was like, man, I feel like I'm locked up. This was when the basketball players was in the bubble, telling me they feel like they in jail. I was like, man. Then I just started drifting. Like, man, I feel like that too. I got all this music I ain't put out, but woo, woo, woo. These folk want to charge me $30,000 for a sample. Woo. I was like, you know what I should do? I'm mentally in jail as well. So I did Barcode. This is the shirt, merch. I'm gonna get you something too.
Oh, I need that. Yeah,
you know
that's hard. That shit's dope.
But it's just me. I mix comedians, actors, and musicians all on one show. So we do skits, we do live instrumentation music. I got conjugal visits where I bring in the Instagram models to come dance for me. I got chefs. We got Chow Time, so we bring in celebrity chefs. So it's like a whole full-fledged show that I did with just a lot of social media guys and actors and just influencers and musicians myself, and we just put together this show called Barcode.
And this was your first time working on something like this?
Yeah.
This just kind of came to you during the quarantine? Damn.
Yeah.
They thought you were just a rapper, huh?
Exactly.
hard.
That's what I'm looking to get into, film. Like I'm a student of Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get Ye to give me an internship. But Ice Cube, if you want, I know you're on the West Coast. Ice Cube, can I just do an internship? Anything, bro. I just want to learn, brother.
What is it about him, though, that you want to learn from him?
Because Ice Cube had a similar plight. You know, he wrote a lot for a lot of different rappers. So that just was a skill set that I always thought he had. And he transitions that skill set into Fridays and to, you know, all the other plethora of music, movies that he has. So I feel like I have that same skill set. I was writing scripts and poems before I ever wrote raps. You know what I'm saying? So that's my real deal, like, love. You know what I mean? So, you know, I think me and Q Ye was gonna link us, so eventually we'll put it together.
I mean, Cube is kind of like a beyond fascinating character when you think about how early he was on the acting wave and just being in NWA and what an incredible career he's had since then. It's pretty astounding, you know.
Big Three, he done went and did all type of stuff. So it's like, that's a idol of mine. He's a genius.
Yeah, I think that was my first rap CD. And it's crazy to think that there's so many kids who are watching this right now, or maybe not right, maybe who didn't make it an hour and a half into this interview, but in general, who just think of him as an actor and they could never really wrap their heads around how big his impact was. Yeah,
as an MC, yeah, for sure.